Doing a recording of my 98 Winnebago Ford E350 called the Minnie. The model's 24RC. It has a V10 engine. And down here is the propane fill right here, propane. There. And the generator is here if you need to get at it. I've rebuilt this generator. A new stator igniter was bad. It required total disassembly and dropout to fix that, but works like a champ now. And it's got new fuel pump, plugs, and coil. And these are nice little clips you can hold up on there. All the refrigerator stuff, I actually replaced the propane burner and the element that runs the refrigerator. That works great now. I did some repair work on the inlet here. The inlet of the city water wasn't working well, so I had to replace it and do a little patch. The only pricey thing I had to really do is find this replica door here for the shore cable. That's the actual Winnebago part. And this here is the dump station, which has all new plumbing, all new, brand new systems in there. That works very well now. As far as, it's got some, it's sealed up pretty good. These are all previous repairs up here. It's actually got a new bumper. I was using it to tow my trailer, which actually has got the whole hitch here and the 7-pin connector for trailer brake and all that. Did have an oops once with the trailer, actually pinched the corner and had to do a repair job. It's all solid, but it is what it is. This is the water inlet for the onboard water. Most of your storage is here. In this area right here. So it's actually got a little outside water hose thing, just missing the hose. Don't really use it, but you can. We'll put things in there like a charcoal grill and stuff. This is your for your hot water heater and stove. There's an entertainment system in here. I think the radio works, but I can't tell what station it's on. It also has 12-volt connectors, so if I need to run the 110 connector, if the generator is running, it's putting out 110, and I would run a cord from here to the trailer, and I can power anything up over there. And down here is what we call the house batteries, right in here. These are all pretty new. There's 2 of them. This is what you're going to run off of when you're not on the generator. Everything runs on 12 volts except for the refrigerator, the microwave, and the air conditioner. The air conditioner takes a lot of power, and the refrigerator. And I'm sorry, there is another little storage bay right here, which I put the like the water hose and some little RV repair stuff. You got the awning here. It's had a repair on it, but the awning's good. And just want to show you that it is, not perfect everywhere, but it doesn't leak or anything. So, all right. So let me go on this side here. All right. I replaced the motor that runs that stair. That's a replacement motor. You can have it so it stays out or in. So climbing up inside. This is the inside. We used to leave that table down, which becomes a bed, and we leave it as a bed because we're just lounging here. And the TV is up here. I think this is a deluxe model. So you got some storage cabinets up here. And I have the mattress for this. I took it out. But it becomes like a little sleeper bed up here. But I was just using it for storage. It's got a replacement TV, nice flat screen. Got your vent up there, and I got all covers on there so you can leave these open all the time and not get any rain in there. I do have sometimes you run the TV without the generator, which means you can use this inverter here to supply 110 volt power so you can run the TV. There's also some cable connections here if you had to really plug into a house. And this is the remote for the TV. It's got a nice little curtain here. If you want to just block this off, if you're camping and you want to be private. So you got your windows over here. You got plenty of house storage up in here. You got speakers here. These are hooked into the radio in the vehicle. So you got 2 speakers up front, 2 in the back. I replaced this thermostat. I like the digital thermostat because you can get actual temperature. But this runs the heater. Over this side, we got the stove, and I bought this cover right here because you need all the space you can get in here. So sometimes you're not using the stove, we're just using this as a cover. You got your microwave, you got stuff up here. Let me go back to this one. There's a chair here. This does swivel. There's another storage compartment here. And the Winnebago book. This is a previous map that was left in here, so we kept it in there. And we actually scratched off where we had gone with this, all the green area we've been to. And I've added in some hooks all over the place. Little hooks to hang your shirts on and stuff. Here's the AC unit. It'll run fan or AC over here and over here, just like any rooftop AC. Here's your refrigerator, right here and here. This runs on AC or LP gas. So right now, I might have shut off the power in here because if you can run down the 12 volt batteries if you kind of leave them on, there's always some kind of drain. So I try to trickle charge them when you can. Some more storage under here. I got our stove, storage, cabinets, storage. That's a brand new faucet. This is the command center here. So if you press on this, this is like condition the battery. So it needs charging. It says 11 volts there. How much LP gas there is, how much fresh water it is, and how much is in each dumping tank. And I put in new sensors. And this one runs the pump. So the pump just came on right now. And the other one's for the water heater. So this is just a level test. But I did put up here a digital one. This is how many volts we have right now, actively. And I have a USB connector and a cigarette lighter there. So I really like this digital one. And more storage up here. This is where all your house storage is. And also here. This is all hanging storage. This is your command center with all the circuit breakers here. You got your sink here. Let me turn on this light. Turn on this light here. Okay. Regular old medicine cabinet. That's a brand new faucet. Storage underneath. This is your 110 power there. 110 power there. And let's see, this is the bathroom area. So you got your, we always keep some water here to help flush the toilet sometimes. You try not to use all the onboard water, so this is all, that works very good. And this is my little pole I use for holding up the bed, because you can store things under the bed. And there's a fan up here, so you can have a fan running to just pull the heat out, or you know what, little smells and stuff. It works in both directions. So the bed, this is the bed. It's actually got a unique cut corner on it. You'll see a lot of models will have this. This is like the shortest model that has a rear bed. When they're shorter than this, then you're sleeping up there. Every one I've seen. And then put the kitchen in the back. So this is the shortest model you can get with a rear bed. Now, this comes up. This is why I had that little pole there. And this, you're looking at the storage on the outside, so you can get at all the functions. This is actually the water tank right there. It's almost full. And yeah, some of the faucet boxes and the hoses for the heater and stuff. And a nice curtain here for, for the bedroom, bathroom area. And that's about it on the inside. So this here, actually, you got more storage here than you think. We'll put like our chairs down in here. Those two areas. This unfolds, so this becomes a total bed. So we'd actually sit here and watch the TV. And this is the antenna crank up here. So you crank the antenna up, you power up the TV, and you just look for local stations. But we have done, I didn't do a DVD, I do something called a Chromecast, which means I was casting videos from my phone to the TV. So there's all kinds of ways you can play with that. That's pretty much the inside look of this. This is, oh, in the front. Sorry, I just fell. Actually, all the way up the front now. Yeah. I'm gonna go outside again. Now, what I probably should do out here to maintain the voltage, but the battery's been holding up pretty good, is if you kill this power, you kill all the 12 volts inside, which will actually save your battery longer. There's a couple other switches here. One that runs that outside light and that inside light. There's some other stuff. I replaced that light there, and I put in a big light over the driver's door. It was a really light you could hardly see with. So, and there's some other attachments here, like these are, this here attaches to here and it becomes like a shelf. And I made a little bracket that we could use it on the inside too, to have a little shelf when we were using this as a bed. This is your screen door here, so you can screen door. Notice it just folded up. So if you want to leave it out all the time, you turn this on. Now that stays out all the time. So everything works. Let me put that back in. And that's about it, let me go up front. It's got low miles. One good thing about a lot of RVs is they're not driven a lot. Let me get this in here. Okay. It has 58,000 miles. Okay. Got the Ford sound system in here, all your AC controls, seats. These are, I have actually driving lights in the front. And this is called an emergency start. You actually, if the batteries up front died, you can turn this on and get the battery power from the back just to get the vehicle started. It's actually got a lot of stuff in it. Let's see, make sure this starts up. It's been here for quite a while. Starts right up. Runs really good. I've had a V10 Ford E350 van, and I've been very happy with that. These things really need nothing. So from the driver's compartment looking back. Shut that off. So everything works great. And that's about it. I don't know what that antenna is. It was in there when I got it. So that's my tour. And there's actually a little awning out here. It took me about a year to figure out how to use it. Actually, you could pull it out and you latch it onto this thing by hand. You can pull on that strap. So it gives you a little shade on that side if you want. So that's pretty much it. It's really the only reason I'm moving up is I'm a bigger guy and I need a bigger bed. I would have taken a version like this, slightly longer with a bigger bed, but this one came along as a pretty good deal, so I got on it. It's actually, in my opinion, I think it's a little bit too long. It's 31 foot and that one's 24. I would have taken, I think, a 28 foot model, but I couldn't find one. So that's pretty much how I've been doing it. I park in the backyard, I drive in. It's actually been a little more difficult to get in the yard. That shorter one's much better. And there's the old trusty Ford van I've had for years, at 2003 model. So I don't want to really get rid of that. So, but that was my tow vehicle for a long time, coming from New Hampshire and now down here. And my workshop. Okay, signing off.